combination of a different one. I can't remember exactly, but I got those, uh,
Hmm.
which were like good, just good, healthy, um, when you're sick, uh, juices to drink.
Nice.
And then I had a steak sandwich from there, which was really good.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh
And
yeah, you feeling better. Yeah, you feeling
yeah,
better.
yeah, because and banana bread. And
Oh yeah.
then I got some soup, like later, like miso soup, because I love miso soup.
You
No,
got banana bread.
it wasn't miso soup, it was egg drop soup. Egg drop soup. I love egg drop soup.
You got banana bread. You were never sick. No, I'm fine.
Wow.
Banana bread is amazing.
Banana bread is
It
amazing.
is. I haven't had banana bread in so long.
Same. It's like, what the heck? Ooh, sounds amazing. Wow.
Anyway.
This is good. This is good. The topic is going to actually be really good for you and Jeremiah. I know we don't have that long, so I guess we'll just jump straight in. But okay, if you want to start us off, where's your mental health from one to 10? Where are you?
Mm, I guess I'll say an 8.
Okay. Okay. Why an 8?
Just because I've been sick.
Mm, okay.
I don't
How
know.
has that affected your mental health, your sickness?
Ugh. I mean, I had a lot to do, and I was still trying to get stuff done.
Mm,
But then I couldn't because I couldn't be as productive because I was like, my body just was like, you need to rest. So,
mm.
so then part of you is just like feeling bad because you're sick and you can't get stuff done. But the other part of you is just like, you know what? You got to just let your body heal and
Yep. Hmm.
do that. So, I don't know.
That's good. That's really good. No, I love that. And I'm glad you did that, even with taking off the time with me and the brand and all the stuff you do for us, you know, I was not gonna let you do it. Like I'm such a big advocate for resting. Like I'm one of the most chillest people y'all ever meet. Because I don't stress. I don't really stress for nothing. Like I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is. I think all the life threatening events I've had where my life has almost been taken has gotten me to a point to where I don't really let anything really get to me. Um,
Hmm.
because I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna die when it's my time. So why stress? So it's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that time's gonna come. And it's like when it comes, it's coming. And I can't do nothing about it. And I've been in situations like that where I've survived, and it's like, wow, okay, so I guess it's not time. And so, like when you get to that point, I think of death's door, everything else becomes, I think, a lot more minuscule.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sure Jeremiah can relate to that.
Absolutely can relate to all of that. Yeah.
What do you say, Kim? Sorry.
I said I'm sure Jeremiah can relate to that because he has been at death's door as well.
Hmm.
Oh, I think it went out.
If I'm breaking up or anything, let me know.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
I think it was me. Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you. I've been hearing everybody perfectly fine.
Okay, okay. I don't know. It looks like it cut out on my end. Sorry about that. But I'm
Hmm.
sorry, Kim, what did you say toward the end?
Me?
Yeah, did you say something? You were saying something and then it cut out.
Oh, I mean, I just had said that I think Jeremiah can relate to it, and then he said yes.
Mm. Yeah, man, jump in here, man. Did you say something else other than just yes, or were you just kind of getting into it?
Oh no, I was just kind of waiting, listening to things out and agreeing when things are agreeable.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, yeah, no, jump in, man. Jump in. Like, how would you say you can relate to that?
To being on death's door. Well, I mean, I've died a few times, so I know and
Yeah,
been brought back. So I get how it feels to be like, okay, I'm here for a reason.
yeah, yep.
Not my time,
Hmm.
you know.
Absolutely.
And just like you, I try not to worry about the small stuff.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean that you don't, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
but you try not to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. So how would you say? Well, I'm sorry. On the scale from 1 to 10, what would you say your mental health is? And Jeremiah, since this is your first time on the mental health call, right?
I think so.
It
Yep.
is.
Yeah, I was like, like when you popped in, I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen him. Look, who's Jeremiah? Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. But no, definitely like, yeah, man. I want to know, on a scale from 1 to 10, one being like you're ready to die, 10
Hmm.
being like, you feel like you can fly. What would you say you are from 1 to 10?
I'd probably say a nice solid seven.
Okay, so why seven?
A seven's actually a good number for me, believe it or not.
I believe it.
Because a 10 is just that's that achievable amount that is just like you got to have the perfect day.
See,
Mhm.
he understands me. Try.
Yeah.
But a
Right.
number seven, it's healthy. I'm not depressed. I've got anxiety, and I have my own mental disorders that I deal with medication and therapy, which I'm open to talk about. I don't hide anything. But anxiety is always something with me, especially now that I plan on moving before the end of the month back home.
Wait, I'm sorry. You said you have more anxiety now that you're planning to move back home?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, just the whole process of moving and all that. It's not the easiest thing to do. And, even being in this place that I have been for the last year here, you make friends regardless of where you go. And
Mm.
granted, right now, all of my friends are senior citizens, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Those some of the best friends, man. Come on now.
Oh, absolutely. They don't hold back.
Absolutely. Okay, you were saying something?
I just agreed. I just said yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no,
She
I
knows
agree.
what's up.
Yeah, yeah, I agree too. I agree too. Again, whenever you're moving somewhere, and me and Kay have had the discussion about family, having anxiety. I'm not sure. Are you close with your family, Jeremiah?
Parts of my family.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. So the anxiety isn't coming from going back home or seeing your family. It's more so you're saying like just leaving the people that you have kind of considered family.
It's leaving here, changing what you're used to.
Mm,
I'm gonna have to get back into daily living and stuff like that, something I haven't really been able to do living where I am right now.
wow.
I joke about it sometimes, but it feels like I live in a low security jail.
Really? Whoa, why would you say that?
Oh, because I'm not supposed to leave anywhere because I'm disabled. I
Hmm.
snuck out once and I got kind of scolded for it.
What?
Yeah, yeah, it was a good time. No, I had a great day. That day was
And
a 10.
that day was a 10. Yo, let's
Oh yeah.
go. Wait, hold on. I'm a bit curious. I'm sorry, like you kind of got the spotlight, Jeremiah, because you don't come on here.
It's good. It's good.
No, seriously, like, wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I got a few questions, man, because I've actually been meaning to ask you this, or ask you a few of these questions, and then Cam, I'm jumping to you too, so you're not escaping. But I just want to I want to kind of like shine a little light on you, Jeremiah, because again, you don't normally come in here, and I know that there's been moments where you kind of hesitated, and so you finally did.
Yeah,
Um,
there's definitely been hesitations.
I know, yeah, we talked about it, and I appreciate that. So, I'm not gonna go too heavy, but I definitely got a few questions.
Oh
Um,
no, lay it into me, man. Give me hell.
well, first off, you said that you're restricted to going or leaving the premises. But I'm saying like, why would they restrict that if it seems to be beneficial for your mental health?
It is beneficial for my mental health, but not my physical health. And they're much more worried about my physical health here.
Yeah. They're doing
Gotcha.
their jobs.
What do you say, Kay?
I said they're doing their job.
Hmm.
Hmm. So,
And
so
it didn't help that I was gone for about 6 hours.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So the disability you have, you're saying that it's so dire that you have to be at this place at all times.
Essentially, I have to have all-time supervision, is what it is.
All time supervision. Okay.
And the
Gotcha.
reasoning for that is I can black out at any moment.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't happen much anymore, but it can still happen and it does still happen. And
Mm,
I'm able to let the nurses and everybody know when it's going to happen. It's almost like an aura for a seizure.
mm.
So I can feel my body letting me know that it's coming on.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Okay.
And it's usually
Wow.
in like mild hallucinations will begin and slowly grow to be more and more severe. I'll start shaking or losing
Mm.
cognitive abilities to be able to speak properly, everything like that.
Wow. Gotcha, gotcha. Wow, man.
Yeah,
Thank you
nothing to do with
for
mental health.
no, no, that's all. I mean, again, I think all that ties into your mental. Again, I think it ties into I mean, absolutely, it ties into it. Um, you mentioned that you were at a seven. Did you kind of go into why that was? Why a seven?
Again, seven for me is a good number.
Just
Eight,
a good
nine,
number.
or 10, that's, you're seeing me a bit more elated with each growing number at that point. And sorry if you're getting any
Mm,
background talking or noise here. Uh, let me think. Lost my train of thought there for a moment. Do, 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 do,
mm,
do, do. Elsewise, elsewise, there's the daily stresses of just, did I take my medication yet?
mm.
Because I forget stuff like that. And my
Gotcha.
forgetfulness leads into a lot of my mental health stress as well.
Mm, gotcha. I think when we first did our first one-on-one, Jeremiah, you mentioned that I think you said that the doctor said you only had like a few years to live or something like that.
That has thankfully improved greatly.
That's exact. I had to ask that because I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, yeah, told me he had a few years. But yeah, can you tell us, can you share that a little bit, bro? Like, okay, so everything's better?
I
Everything's getting
absolutely
better?
can share that with you let's go back in time a little bit to June 1st of last year.
Mm,
Yeah, a year ago today. How about that?
wow.
Uh,
Wow. Let's go.
Today, 1 year ago today, I died for the second time.
Wow.
Uh, Heart stopped beating. They had to pump me back into rhythm again and get it going.
Uh,
Uh, we can go into all the other stuff that happened during that time period in a different conversation, but mental health wise and everything that it did to me is it made me see the world in a bit of a different way. That
mm,
it almost caused a light to switch in my brain
mm,
where before that I was constantly depressed, suicidal and all that because of
mm.
the worries with my health. Well, after that night and everything and getting more and more care, and it definitely had not improved at that point. At that point, it was still very dire. I got a couple years, is what they're telling me.
Wow.
So moving forward with that, as I've been working my butt off to get healthier and healthier,
Yeah.
working with the
Come on.
doctors,
Come on.
psychiatrists,
Yeah.
therapists, occupational therapists, physical
Yeah.
therapists, everybody. I've been working my butt off ever
Let's
since I've
go.
been here.
Let's go.
That's how I dropped from 900 down to 400
I
where I
saw.
am
I
now.
saw. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Kay, have you seen that? Did you show her that picture?
Of when I was 900, I'm not sure if I did
Yeah.
or not.
Hey, you gotta see it.
I don't think I've seen that, but that's amazing.
I'll
Yes.
show it to you sometime soon here. Probably after I'm done talking, so I remember to do it.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, I worked my butt off. My heart is much healthier. Still got it, has its minor issues, but it's doing better than ever. Uh,
Wow.
I
Wow.
do need a new kidney and I do need a new liver, but I've gotten healthy enough where I got at least 10 years before I need those.
Come on, man.
Yep. I've been wanting to tell you that,
Oh,
but I've been
oh
trying to
yeah.
find the right
I've
time.
been wanting to check in on that. That's why I was like, since I got you here, I was like, dang, I don't want to like make you feel like you're being
Now,
isolated, but I'm like, these are questions I've been meaning to ask.
yeah. And I don't want to jinx it either,
Oh,
like, oh
that
yeah,
is
I
so
got 10
dope.
years.
That Jay,
Tomorrow I trip,
that's
fall,
super
and
dope. Say it again.
I said, I don't want to say 10 years and tomorrow I trip, fall, have a heart attack, you know?
Hey man, nah, that's not we're not gonna say any of that. Nah, I want you to live long and healthy, man. That's why I ask, because I know I get busy and sometimes I forget to DM and ask, and so I'm like, since I got you here, I want to make sure I at least ask that, man. Because when we did our one-on-one, you told me like it was like a couple years, like you said, a few years. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, if you go back to that one-on-one, I probably sound completely different now than what I did then too.
Yes, yes, yep, absolutely. And again, man, I've had some death in my family. I've had some death. I've had people die, and I talk to a lot of
Hmm.
people that want to die. And I'm just like, I don't want to wake
Likewise.
up one day. Yeah, I don't want to wake up one day and one of y'all are like dead. And to be honest, I don't know how we would necessarily know.
I can assure you guys right now, if anything had ever happened to me or whatever, you guys would know.
You said we would know?
Yes. I already have everything set in place for stuff like that because I'm not a fool
Wow.
and I do take contingencies.
Wow. 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 Man, that's ooh. Hey, do you think like do you have stuff like that? Where you're like, if something happened to you that we would know? Because I don't think I do.
Oh, I have a will and everything, man.
No, I don't. I have not
I
said
haven't.
so. Um,
Yeah.
very important, but no, I haven't.
Oh, and Jeremiah. And so Jeremiah, you're saying because of things you've gone through and I guess the news and things of that nature of a couple of years to live, those things that provoked you to do that?
Exactly. And I'll apologize there for a second too. I thought you said J earlier instead of K. We might have to fix that a little bit.
Right. I'm sorry. No, you're all good, man. But yeah, like just that aspect. Okay, so like your life being so close to the end in many occasions, you've kind of saw that as a like a a heightened sense of being able to know what you want to do.
Yes, and I've made all my wishes clear to my family and everything, and
Wow.
where it's all clear of even all the way up to like funeral stuff.
Wow. Oh man. Does it not make you
Which
sad?
no,
No. Like talking about that stuff and doing all that doesn't even make you have no sadness in that.
nope, not whatsoever. It's just part of the next journey.
Wow. Does death scare you?
No, not anymore. It used to, not anymore.
Oh.
When it happens, just like you said. And when it happens, it's supposed to happen.
Yeah. How
So
about you,
why be
Kay?
afraid of
Hmm. Go ahead. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Jeremiah can continue. He was in the middle of a thing, and then I'll answer.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, I was actually done.
You were?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
no, you were saying something.
Who, me?
Yeah, you were like saying something, and then, but I kind of asked Kay at the same time you were talking.
Oh, well, my ADHD forgot.
Okay.
Dang, that's messed up. All right, all right, Kay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, I'm not afraid of death.
Mm.
I'm not like, I'm not seeking it out or anything. I don't think I'm just saying like that.
Kay said, "Yeah, I see, great. Lord, take me now."
Did I ever tell you I wanted to go skydiving?
Yeah, nah, nope. I'll never do that. No.
But I say it like that because there are some people who like, or people that I've known or have, they're like, I can't wait to get to heaven.
Mm.
Like that, which
Yep.
I don't think a bad thing, but also I'm like, I can wait because I mean, I'll be happy when I go, but like, but I can wait because I have a purpose here on earth and I have like a time here in the present to like recognize. But at the same time, I'm not afraid of death because I know where I'm going, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess one thing really quick, if I could interject, not even about mental health or anything. We are all in kind of the same religious, spiritual aspect here, from what I do understand.
Mm,
And we all believe there's a following after this life.
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. I'm
Hmm.
just making sure that we all see that in the same light, because I was just curious. I did never ask.
Yeah.
No, that's a good question. Yeah, yeah. As we grow as a group, we're gonna get all type of people. I've had Muslims, I've had Christians, I've had uh I think have I had anybody else? No, I don't think
I
I
mean,
really
a few
had
years
anyone.
ago, I was atheist.
Yeah, it was there you go. We have a former atheist, like, like yeah, I mean, we're all gonna have different perspectives, but yeah, man, I think it's important to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm. I'm very big on that, so you're definitely gonna get that, with my groups. Um, but that's good. That's this is good that we can talk about it. Um,
Hmm.
hey, what about you?
What about me? What?
Like
In
when
terms
it
of,
comes, well, I'm sorry, say it again.
no, you ask your question.
Well, I guess kind of like I know I was picking Jeremiah a little bit, so I want to make sure I pick you too, because I don't. Me and you, we talk a lot, but like
Mhm.
in terms of like these questions, I don't know how often we kind of traverse these as well. Um, but you say that you're not afraid of death and things like that. You don't seek it out, which I definitely get. Um, but I think from there, are you saying like you're saying that when it comes, it comes. You respect it.
Yeah, when it comes, it comes. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't have control over that.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, we have had the conversation where, and I think I value life because I'm
Uh,
sick in mine. So,
Well, you
like,
say you value it because of say it again?
because of my experience of having almost taken my own life,
Right. Yeah.
I value it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. No, that's big. That's big. Absolutely.
That's a
and just,
traumatic thing to go through.
yeah, for sure.
And so when you I guess going back to like the sickness that you both have had recently, and Jeremiah, I know this is something that you've just been battling continuously for a while in certain aspects and certain degrees. Um, but I guess jump into UK and then I'll jump to Jeremiah. Um, when you are sick, in the ways that you are, where does that put you mentally? I know you mentioned earlier about you being at a 8 just due
Mhm.
to your sickness and things of that nature, but just overall, like when you are sick, um, and kind of like down and out, does that start to bring back, does that become a moment in time where thoughts that perhaps you w- were escaping or thoughts that you perhaps put in the back of your mind, does that, sitting down, being weak and just kind of having this moment where you can't really do much, does that present an opportunity for those things to leak back in or your mental health to kind of crash possibly due to that
Not,
sickness?
not really, not for me. Uh,
Mm,
um, because the sickness doesn't really have, like, I'm just sick.
yeah, yeah.
A cold, basically. Like, this is just a cold. This is just,
Hmm.
um, maybe allergies. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I've heard other people are sick that I know, so like could just be something that's going around, like something small. But I'm like, this feels like it's just something small. I can nurse myself back to health. I'm a little bit of a baby,
yeah.
with
Mm,
it,
you're
but
not a baby.
Don't even get on us about our man colds.
Right.
but like, but I still like get stuff done at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, No, it doesn't bring me back into like into any of like the dark places. Like those are more like there's other triggers for that.
Mm, that's good. That's good. I think to me that would be an indication that your mental health is very strong because you don't allow those moments to you don't seem to define yourself in what you do. You don't seem to define your worth doesn't come from being able to operate and do your day to day. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Because I know a lot of people that I talk to who they do what they do, and it's almost like if if they lose an arm or a leg, they'll probably end up dying from just the grief and the insanity of not being able to do those things because those things were that was their worth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I totally get what you're saying. I think for me, I did work really hard to find my worth in Christ and find my worth, like for the longest, like for a long time. I mean, we've had conversations before where I've
mm,
talked about like, you know, my previous marriage and like the different insecurities that I've had and different things like that. Um, and just how I didn't really know myself well. I had a lot of self-worth issues, self-esteem issues, and things like that.
mm,
And so I did work through that. And so I know that my work where my worth comes from.
yeah,
Um, and it's not from what I can do. It's from who made me. So
yeah, that's dope. That's really dope. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. That was dope, deep. I almost said
Hmm.
dope.
Right. That's a deep dope statement, right? It's like that was really good. Especially knowing personally, your story. And Jeremiah, would you say the same? Like, and I know we have to go. I know we're hopping over to the next call, so sorry about that. But just briefly, man, I wanted to capture your response too. So, like,
uh, Real
yeah,
quick, what was the question once more then? Or at
just
least
just
closest to you can get it.
I guess like, would you say the same? Like, when you're feeling down and out with your sicknesses or different health issues you may be battling, um, does that make your mental health plummet drastically where you're like, man, you feel like you're worthless, or you just have moments where you feel like, man, I might as well just give up completely. Like this isn't the
Early,
way.
um, Early
Hmm.
on, I felt like that. Definitely.
Mm, mm,
Not as much anymore these days. It's vastly different. I'm much more confident in everything. And even
nice.
like how you said somebody losing a limb or even blindness, deafness, something
Hmm.
like that even is to me I could back then I couldn't live with something like that. Nowadays, if something like that would happen, I always try to look on the bright side.
Mm,
Sure, I may have lost this, but at least I still have all of that.
wow, wow, that's
So
dope.
that's how it works with me.
That's dope. No, that's dope, man. That's dope. I'm glad to see that both of you are in that space because again, we know that things can happen, things do happen.
Hmm.
From something that's something like losing your job all the way to losing your wife or your husband, right? Or losing a kid.
Yep.
Um, these things happen, and it's just like again, I know people right now who, if those things happen to them, they'll probably kill themselves. It's just like, hey, I'm done. Um, but to hear that you both seem to have some level of uh, assurance or resolve and fighting, even if that makes me happy.
You
I'm not
just
gonna lie,
have
that
to
makes me.
fight that good fight.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I love that. Y'all want to say anything before we wrap up? I know I have to head over to the fitness, but anything y'all want to say to anybody that may be listening, or anything y'all may just want to say in general?
You won't see me in the fitness group, but you see me in the next one.
Yeah, I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And you got to come over there one day, man, because you definitely worked. Work your way down. 900 pounds?
I
Come on now.
I want to get to my goal first.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I will say I understand that, but you definitely don't have to wait to get to your goal to join the fitness group and encourage other people.
Oh,
Come
I
on,
know.
kid.
I got 50 pounds to go.
But you know, you can.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You, but but you don't have to.
Yep.
Another month.
Yeah. He's stuck on that resolve, kid. I don't think we're gonna change his mind.
Not
Ah, and
today.
that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's okay. But I stand with Kay. You don't have to wait, man. Like,
Yeah,
you
I know
know,
that.
yeah, man. People,
It's more of a little mental battle that I'm going over with it.
yep, I get it. I get it. I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all. Thank you, Kay. Thank y'all so much for the transparency. This was good. A really good call, deep call, short call, but this was deep. Like we got way deeper than what I thought. All right, we heading over to fitness. Love y'all, and until next time.
All right,
Next
I'll see
time.
you
All
in a
right,
bit.
see y'all.
Might be a little late, Trey,
Yeah, look, let's go.
but I'll see you. I'll meet you there.
All right,
All right, bye.
all right, see
All
y'all.
right. See you later,
Bye,
guys.
bye.